ॐ शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदः क्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 4. Please read forth.
निश्चयं शृणु मे तत्र त्यागे भरतसत्तम त्यागो हि पुरुषव्याघ्र त्रिविधः सम्प्रकीर्तितः।
The distinction between Tyaga and Sannyasa. The question is, karmas are binding in nature, is subject to and continue the samsara. Should they be done or not? This is the discussion. About this, there are different opinions. What is the final ascertainment as regards the performance of karma? Here, when you say performance of karma, we are not taking into account our worldly activities, because worldly activities, including those to earn the livelihood to the extent required and necessary, is taken for granted. Otherwise, the person will not be able to live at all. But when karma is said here, it is scriptural karmas, wherein the result is highly promising in terms of heavens or fulfillment of desires, avoiding the sorrows, like that. It is mainly centered on the spiritual karmas. They are binding. For example, we have to eat every day. Eating the food is not binding in nature. It's a karma. You bathe, karma. You walk, karma. It is not binding. But what are the binding? I want this, and to fulfill that, I am doing this. That is binding. So such karma should be done or not, because they are fighting in nature. So Bhagavan pointed out the different opinions. And he says, please listen my verdict about it. Because this is a very difficult topic for others to decide. We have to take into account the ascertainment of Ishvara itself. Krishna, as Avatara, Parameshwara, Paramatma, he is giving the verdict now. See, when we say Ishvara, we straight away mean the Parameshwara Tattva, Brahman conditioned by Maya, the creator principle, wherein Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara are the prominent functionaries, main prominent functionaries at the practical level. Here, one can worship, adore Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara as Ishvara Tattva, Parameshwara Tattva. But if you confine them as deity as Kailasadhipati Shiva, Vaikuntavasi Narayana, Brahmalokavasi Brahma, then you are reducing them to a devatas, wherein highest result is not possible. Actually, the avatars, they are connected to Brahma, not Brahma is not there. Vishnu, Ishvara, they are connected to more Vishnu. But those avatars are as straight away Parameshwar Tattva, not simply confined to Vishnu or Shiva. Parameshwar Tattva. And from Parameshwar Tattva standpoint, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara are presiding deities, managers at one place in Yoga Vasishta. He is speaking to Vasishta. Bhagavan Shiva says, Vasishta, that Chit Shiva is Parameshwar Tattva. Chit Shiva means Parameshwar Tattva. And we means he refers to himself, Kailasa Shiva, Vaikuntavasi Narayana. We run errands. We are his servants, great servants. See the difference. But provision is there to adore them, Shiva, Narayana, itself as Parameshwar Tattva. Otherwise, you will reduce him to what? Vrindavana Vihari, Bala Gopala, Muralidhara, etc. Result will get reduced. So your efforts are the same. Then you have to think of what? Kailasa, Vaikuntha, Goloka, as the case may be, depending on the form that you adore. So, we are talking of Parameshwara Tattva, the ultimate reality with respect to creation. Yes, this is my verdict. So, here we are seeing the Bhasya. So that is, this is my decision about it. Arjuna, Tyaga is threefold. Read Bhasya, Yasmat Tamasadi Vedi.
Yasmat तामसादिभेदेन त्यागसन्न्यासशब्दवाच्यः अर्थः अधिकृतस्य कर्मिणः अनात्मज्ञस्य त्रिविधः संभवति, न परमार्थदर्शिनः इति अयम् अर्थः दुर्ज्ञानः।
See, Tyaga, whether you speak of sannyasa, karma tyaga, or karma phala tyaga, it is threefold, depending on the disposition of the person who gives up. It is tamasa, rajasa, and satvika. Because of these distinctions, Arjuna, this topic becomes very difficult for even to great saints to assert it. Says, Yasmat, because of the reason. Tamasadi bhedena. Yaga and sannyasa, with respect to tamasa tyaga, rajasa tyaga, and satvika tyaga. Tamasa sannyasa, rajas sannyasa, satvika sannyasa, because of this division. The artha, the meaning of what? Tyaga sannyasa shabdavachya. The meaning conveyed by the words tyaga and sannyasa is what? And with respect to whom? Not with jnani. With respect to a person who is eligible to take to karma, means the person who is expected to take to karma. So that's what it says. Adhikritasya karmina anatmadhyasya. In the case of anatma, not anatma, anatmadnya. What is anatmadnya? Atmadnya is one who knows atma. Anatmadnya, not one who knows anatma. No atmadnya se anatmadnya. One who is not a jnani, one who is ignorant person, and at the same time he is eligible to take to karma, means karmas are expected of him. In the case of this, trividha sambhavati. It happens to be threefold, means the meaning of tyaga or sannyas, depending on sattva-guna, rajoguna, tamoguna. In the case of an ignorant person who is eligible to karma, it becomes threefold. But this is not applicable to jnani. No paramarthina, paramartha darshina. This tyaga and sannyasa is not applicable to paramartha darshi. One who has got direct knowledge, aparoksha jnana, aparoksha anubhuti of nirguna paramatma swarup. Not for it. Therefore, iti ayam artha. Here artha means topic. This topic, durjnana, very difficult to know. Bhagavan says, we think it is easy. No, 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 no. It's very difficult to know because others know not what it is all about. Only Paramatma knows, Parameshwara knows what it is. So therefore, continue.
तस्मात् अत्र तत्त्वं न अन्यः वक्तुं समर्थः, तस्मात् निश्चयं परमार्थशास्त्रविषयम् अध्यवसायम् ऐश्वरं शृणु.
Tasmat, because this knowledge is durjnana, difficult to gain. Therefore, atra, with respect to this topic about tyaga and sannyasa, tattvam, tattvam means yathartham, true nature. Tattvam, yathartham, true nature. Anyaha vaktum na samartha. Any other person, you have to add there, Parameshwara, other than Parameshwara. No one else is what? Capable of ascertaining it, capable of giving a decision on this. This being so, Arjuna, please listen from me the final decision about Tyaga and Sannyas. Whether karmas are to be given up or taken to. Please listen from me. Tasma, because it is difficult for others than Ishvara to decide about this. Therefore, Nishchayam, Nishchay is Adhyavasaya. Meaning of Nishchay is Adhyavasaya. What Adhyavasaya? Paramartha Shastrartha Vishnu. Ascertainment, decision about the Paramartha Shastra. Shastra from the standpoint of ultimate reality means Paramartha Shastra means Moksha Shastra in the context of gaining moksha. That is Paramartha Shastra, Moksha Shastra, Adhyatma Shastra. So please listen the ascertainment. Who? Parameshwara, me, Parameshwara. It is Aishwaram. Aishwaram means that which belongs to Ishwara means the ascertainment given by Parameshwara itself. So no, please listen. I'm going to give you the final decision. Read Prastavana Bhasya Kaha Punaha.
कहा पुनः असौ निश्चयः इत्यतः आह यज्ञदानेति.
So next verse is introduced. Kaha Punaha Asau Nishchaya. Further, what is this ascertainment given by Parameshwara himself? Iti, you ask so, Bhagavan says in the verse 5, beginning from Yajna Dana, etc. Read the verse.
यज्ञदान तपः कर्म न त्याज्यं कार्यमेव तत्. यज्ञो दानं तपश्चैव पावनानि मनीषिणाम्.
Manishina Yajna Dana Tapa Karma No Tyajam and Pratyuta and Pratyuta Tat Karyam Eva Further, take again Manishinam. Manishinam Yajna Dana Tapaschaiva Pavanani. Yajna Dana Tapaha, you can take Pavanani Eva. Yajnaha Dana Danam Tapascha Pavanani Eva. Manishina. Manishi can be Jnani, but here is not a Jnani. Context is told Ajnani. Topic is about Ajnani. So Manishi means here Viveki. Vivekis who have studied Shastra and therefore know what to do and what not to do. Manisha in the case of Vivekis, these karmas, see, Yajna, Dana, Tapa. I already told you, worldly activities necessary for human being to live in this world are not under this karma. There, if you take to adharmic means, it will punch it as karma only. Papa will come. Dharma has to be followed. So long as the worldly activities indispensable for living in this world, if they are in accordance with Dharma Shastra, they are not binding because they need it. Without that, you can't survive. But others, with that intense desire to get something, with the hope that I will be happy, they are binding. What do you mean binding? Not that it ties you. You get yourself subjected to future birth, death, birth, death, birth, death. That's all. Binding means ordering the transmigration, the repeated cycle of birth and death. Having done karma, you can't say, I don't want. You are bound. You have to undergo it, depending on your karma phalas. So therefore, this karma, yajna, sacrifice, dana, giving in charity, tapas, ascetic practice, such karma in daily activities like, what is that? Agnihotra, etc. No tyajam. Me, Parameshwar is telling, they should not be given up. But then what? Pratyuta means, on the contrary, tat karyam eva. Yajna, dana, tapa, this karma, karyam should be taken to. Why? They are binding? Yes. They are binding just if you take to it, just like. But Manishina, Vivekis, who take to Yajna, Dana, Tapa with the right attitude, not hankering for results, for them, the same karma become the means of purification of the mind. It says, Manishina, not for Jnanis, but Ajnanis, yet we have got Viveka. These karmas, what are those? Yajna, Dana, Tapa. So, these karmas, Pavanani. These are what? Pavanani. Purificatory. they purify the mind of the mukti. Why you want purification of the mind? Remember, context is that of mumukshu, who has taken to karma yoga also. What for? To get that disposition, to get that mental frame wherein Atma gets revealed in its own nature. So therefore, to gain Atma Jnana, Antakara Shuddhi, a calm mind is indispensable. Here are the means. Read Bhasya.
यज्ञः दानं तपः इति एतत् त्रिविधं कर्म न त्याज्यं न त्यक्तव्यं कार्यं करणीयमेव तत्.
These things. Yajna, Dana, Tapa iti, Eta Trividham Karma. These threefold karmas, which include, say, pujas, etc., come here only. Prayers, puja come under this karma only. Then to get certain results. Karma is na tyajyam. Don't give them up. Don't give them up. Why? No tyajyam means what? No tyaktavyam. Should not be given up. Then karyam. What is the karyam? Karaniyam eva tat. Necessarily, yajna, dana, tapa, the scriptural karmas. Yajna, dana, tapa, the scriptural karmas, prayers, puja, pata, pilgrimage, depending on one's ability and aptitude, depending on one's inclination, which is depending on the disposition, mental frame, and the progress up to which they have come. So therefore it says, Karaniyam eva should be taken to. Don't give them up. The question comes, why? Continue.
तस्मात् यज्ञः दानं तपः च एव पावनानि विशुद्धिकारणानि मनीषिणां फलानभिसन्धीनाम् इति एतत्.
Why? They are binding and you are asking to do. What is the reason? Here's the reason. Yajnaha danam tapaschaiva. These scriptural karmas, the yajna, dana, tapa, the samples. Pavanani, purificatory. Vishuddhikaranani, they purify. What? Chitta. They purify the mind. They make the mind withdraw from indulgence in sense pursuit and so make it calm and composed, nirvyapara, free from usual functions of the mind, with which disposition Atma Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa gets revealed on its own. Just as, imagine a mirror totally dusty. Even if you stand in front of it, you are not able to get your reflection. What you have to do? Clean it. Whether wiping out or washing with the soap, clean it. After what you have to do? Automatically what happens? Your reflection is seen then. Like that. Today, our mind is so preoccupied in the sense objects for the sense pleasure. It is in a state of flux, ever changing, agitated. No preoccupation in the Vishayas, stand still. Therein, the Atma Swarupa gets revealed. This is what is called a Shuddha Antakarana, pure mind. It is a matter of interest. Where your interest lies. Where your interest lies, there your desires are. You decide whether Rama or Kama. Rama stands for spiritual pursuits. Kama stands for sense pleasure pursuit. You use your Viveka Buddhi. Find out which is worth. Maybe right now you may not be able to succeed, but you have to be on the right path, is it? See, you want to drive to Delhi, and our Honorable Minister of Transport, Nitin Gadkari, has joined Mumbai and Delhi by, let us say, 10 hours drive. And you are driving on Mumbai Trivandrum highway, passing through Goa highway. Will you reach Delhi? Be on the right track. Afterwards, it is a matter of time, provided you are cautious while going. Only because super fast highway doesn't mean that you can go beyond certain limit in driving. I think he has kept cameras also. Somebody said, I have seen also. Even in foreign countries like America, such small cameras are not kept. Those are seen, big ones. But here, very tiny, like a tip of a, what is that, finger. Once it happened, we were going, suddenly 2 flashes came. Pune highway. The person who was sitting at the back told the one who was driving, he is the one to say, 3,000 rupees debit has come to you because he has exceeded the speed limit. So like that, be cautious. So, and how you be cautious? Abide by scriptural decisions. Abide by scriptural guidance. will be safe and sure to reach the destination. So therefore, says, these karmas, though binding, if properly taken to, they purify the chitta which is indispensable. So in whose case, Manishina, Falanabhisandhina. In Madras edition, Falabhisandhi is there, not to be added. Falanabhisandhina means Falabhisandhi Rahitana. Those who have no desire to gain the knowledge, not knowledge, those who have no desire to gain the karma phala, result of action, yet they do for gaining chitta shuddhi. We have seen many times karmas fulfill two purposes. Scriptural karmas. One, fulfillment of desires. And if it is not that if karmas are taken in dedication to Ishvara Buddhi, they purify the mind. So here is a Manishi who has got Viveka Vairagya, yet mind is not yet pure. For him, the same binding karma are helpful to get the purity of the mind. We have seen this like certain drugs which are poisonous. Scheduled L, scheduled H, lethal, harmful. But if taken in proper measure, they cure the diseases. This system is in every system of medicine. Like that, though karmas are binding in nature, they help to gain antakarana shuddhi, provided vairagya is developed and Ishvara buddhi is brought. Having given the verdict, Bhagwan is highlighting this decision that for heaven's sake, don't give up karma only because it's binding in nature. Take to it with the right attitude to gain the chitta shuddhi. Etani api. Introduction to next verse. Read the verse.
एतान्यपि तु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा फलानि च कर्तव्यानीति मे पार्थ निश्चितं मतमुत्तमम्.
Partha. Etani api tu karmani sangam falani cha tyaktva kartavyani iti me nishchitam uttamam matam me nishchitam uttamam matam. Partha, Arjuna, son of Pritha Kunti, Etani api tu karmani. Etani. What are etani? See, whenever a pronoun comes, you should go to the immediate preceding noun. Find out in the immediate preceding reason what noun is there. That is referred to by pronoun. Here, what is that? Yajna dana tapakkar. These, namely, yajna, dana, tapa, karmani. Api is there. Api can mean also. Also can have two contexts. Also can be in the sense of conjunction and. Take apples, also mangoes. Means take both. Here that is not a meaning. Means some other karmas are there, do them, and then plus yajna dana tapa karma, this also you do. No. What is the meaning of also there? Api there also. There also mean in spite of. In the sense, we are not talking of some other additional karmas. Yajna, dana, tapa, these karmas, in spite of being binding in nature. In spite of being binding in nature. They will make you continue samsara. But we are employing in some other way. Though they are binding in nature, only because that don't give them up. When they have got capacity to give the chitta shuddhi, purity of the mind. So therefore, api, in spite of their binding nature, karmani, what is it then? Kartavyani. How to be taken to sangam phalanicha tyaktu. Having given up two things, sangha, asakti, priti, attachment, in the sense, I do these karmas. I want a result of this. I have done the karma. The result belongs to me. I will enjoy it. How many statements? In all statements, what is common? I. And what is that I? Bodily I. Bodily I means what? Body mistaken as I. Wrong. That is why you are suffering. And you are encouraging by this, giving, nourishing them. Not desirable. So therefore, while doing the karma, this priti, asakti, attachment, I want the result, I do this karma, I have done it, I will enjoy it, don't have this criteria at all. Then how to do? Shastras have asked to do. Kartavyam, they should be taken to. So that is how kartavya. Sangam. Again, Falanicha. Having given the Phalas means not aiming at the results of action. He is happy that the karma is done. My kartavya. Shastra asked me to do, that's all. No further expectation. Not that I want to have this, etc. Nothing like that. Iti kartavya iti uttamam matam nishchitam. This is the best ascertainment one can have. And this whose ascertainment? Ishvara's ascertainment. Parameshwara's ascertainment. So that is how me matam. My opinion means what? It is a verdict given by who? Parameshwara. You can't question it. Why can't you question? Sarvajnaha, Sarvashaktiman, Sarva Astitvaman. Omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent. Ishvara cannot go wrong. Because everything is created by him, everything is sustained by him, everything is destroyed by him according to his norms. You can't violate. All that is, you know those norms stored in Dharma Shastra, abide by it to safeguard your interest. By following Dharma Shastra, please remember, we are not obliging anyone, including Guru, Shastra, and Parameshwara himself. So long as you are the citizens of the country, you are expected to know the laws of the country and abide by it. No, I am not educated. Argument will not work. If not educated, go to those who are educated. Know from them. Just like the laws of the country. Criminals, do you mean to say they don't know the law? Or maybe even some peasant doesn't know the law. Can he plead ignorance in the court of law? I'm an illiterate person, I don't know law. No. So long as you are an entity, not entity, a citizen of a country, you are bound to abide by the laws of the country. So that means again, Arjuna, this is my mata, and because it is given by me, Uttamam, it is the best one. Read Bhasya, Etanepi.
एतानि अपि तु कर्माणि यज्ञदानतपांसि पावनानि उक्तानि संगम आसक्तिं तेषु त्यक्त्वा.
Etane apitu karmani. First pada, first quarter of the above, verse 6. What are those etane api karmani? Refers to those told in the earlier verse. Yajna dana tapansi. Yajna, dana, and tapas. Sacrifices, acts of charities, and ascetic practices. Pavanani. uktani, which were described, uktani described in the verse 5 as pavanani, as the one which is purifying in nature. How? How to be done? Kartavyani. Sangam asaktim teshu tyaktva. Tyaktva, having given up. Sangha. Sangha is asakti, raga, priti, love, that I want to have this, I am doing this, I have done this, but I enjoy the results. Like this, totally committed to them, committed to the bhoga given by results thereof. Asaktim teshu. Teshu means yajna dana tapa. Tyaktva, having given up. Then phalani cha tesham tyaktva. Also having given up. Tesham phalani. So their results. Tesham means for yajna dana tapa. Tyaktva parityajya. Kartavyani means anushteyani iti. They should be taken to. So is my opinion. Iti me matam. Me means mama, mine. Nishchitam matam. Ascertained opinion means I have ascertained it to be so. How it is Nishchitam matam? The context is given by Bhashyakara. Read Nishchayam.
फलानि च तेषां त्यक्त्वा परित्यज्य कर्तव्यानि. It is to be read, Swamiji.
Nishchayam Shunume Tatra.
अच्छा. निश्चयं शृणु मे तत्र इति प्रतिज्ञाय पावनत्वं च हेतुत्वम् उक्त्वा एतानि अपि कर्माणि कर्तव्यानि इति एतत् निश्चितं मतम् उत्तमम् इति प्रतिज्ञातार्थोपसंहारः एव न अपूर्वार्थं वचनम्. एतानि अपि इति प्रकृष्टसन्निकृष्टार्थोपपत्तेः. प्रकृष्टसन्निकृष्टार्थतोपपत्तेः.
Bus. Big sentence. So we'll see in general and take in detail next time. See, this opinion I have given is what I introduced. So far what I discussed, this is the final verdict. And by this etani api, etani refers to the karmas told earlier. Api doesn't mean some other karmas are there and this is to be added to that. No. In spite of their binding in nature. Though is binding in nature. How do you say so? Because this word etani is immediately followed by yajna dana tapa. That is, yajna dana tapa this karma precede immediately what? Etani, the pronoun. Earlier, in earlier verses, context of kamya karma comes there. Sangam tektva phale kamya. Why don't you take those as a that noun? They are little distanced away. The immediate preceding pronoun, the nouns are yajna dana tapa and not necessarily kamya karma. Yajna dana tapa you take as kamya or otherwise, which are bound to give the results, they should be taken into account. You see this in detail that etani refers to yajna dana tapa, and this is Ishvara's verdict. Oh.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ